Good morning. It's April 17th, and we're going to get 3 to 5 inches here in Minnesota. So exciting. So I have an announcement. First off, I'm going to be moving. My family's going to be moving to Birmingham, Alabama. Yeah, pretty exciting. So I'm going from what we have here in Minneapolis in April, which is 3 to 5 inches of snow, to, right now in Birmingham it's about 80 degrees, beautiful, fabulous. So my husband's leaving tomorrow, and I'll be staying here alone as a single mom with my children for who knows how long, at least until school's over. So pretty excited. Never been to the South, so I'm kind of nervous because it's a different culture. I'm really intrigued by the South and the Southern culture, and so I haven't actually lived there before, but my dad was in the Air Force, and I was like, lived there from ages 1 to 3, so I just remember a few things about the house I lived in. So anyways, the other thing I wanted to talk about today was one of the most common things that I've found working with patients. So for those of you who are actually in this field, who help other people, one of the first things I go through in my mind with each patient is I'm seeking listening, as I listen to them in compassion for everything that they're saying, because I've been there before. I'm looking for their excuses, and the one thing I specifically do is try to get them to hear the excuse, understand why they are using that specific excuse, and to dismantle it. It's almost like I'm ripping away their whoopee, their blankie, their protection, and just getting rid of the most common excuses that keep them unaware of their own distorted thinking. So, some people don't like that. In fact, I have people here with our clinic who are seeking out the HCG protocol. They have no idea who I am. They have no idea that I work here. And there's some videos on our website of me with patients, and they're a big turnoff for a lot of people because I'm so honest. There is no, I'm not going to let an excuse go by. If I do, I would be an enabler, and some people just aren't ready for the truth, and there's nothing wrong with that. And I do think that it's a process of desire. When you truly want to change, when you really want to figure it out, when the intent is to figure it out, the truth is not as hard to take. I'm sure it's hard to hear, but when you're seeking the truth because you want change, you're more accepting of the truth, even if it hurts, even if makes you feel vulnerable. If you're not quite ready, the truth can oftentimes feel like offensive, or if you have an ego with what you're doing, if I'm trying to remove your excuse, it can feel offensive. It can feel like I'm coming at you or trying to hurt your feelings. In reality, I'm just trying to expose the truth as an observer. So for those of you who watch my videos and who really don't like my approach, which I'm totally fine with, because it's for people who are ready to stop. If you're not ready to stop, you won't like it. But keep that in mind, that what I'm trying to do as an observer is to help the patient take 100% accountability. So all of those excuses for it's the food's fault, I'm an addict, I won't accept them, because I know as a true addict that whatever you're abusing it for emotional and spiritual reasons. Period. Period. It's not physical. The physical is a consequence. And the physical, obviously is there because of the spiritual, and they both feed off of each other. But if you keep on blaming the physical, you're never going to get out. You're enabling yourself. So I refuse to call people or let them tell me. I just don't accept it, I guess, as a listener. I don't accept the excuse of, I'm an addict. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're actually not an addict. You're just insecure. You just are very sensitive to stress. Your sense of capacity to stress is really limited. So there's a lot of vulnerability. And anybody who knows an addict, a real true addict, will tell you that you get really nervous around those people if they are dealing with stress, because you're constantly thinking, oh my God, are they going to turn back to whatever they were abusing? Are they going to switch to something different because they're having a stressful situation, and I don't know if they feel they can handle it. Can they feel they can handle it? Did I not speak the truth for those of you who know addiction? It isn't necessarily the drug, it's the person's response to stress, change, celebration. Can they have those emotions without attaching it to their drug of choice? And if they attach it to the drug of choice, if they feel like it's failure, are they going to go binge and relapse? Anyway, so even down to the excuse of addiction, which is physically provable. I can't even give that to people. So, anyways, just thinking out loud this morning, giving you some updates for me. I know I haven't been around lately, and part of that is because I am preparing my house to go on the market. I just stripped and repainted all the cabinetry in my kitchen. I'm staining all of our, I don't know, I'm doing all sorts of stupid work that I probably won't make any money back on, but so I am going to be less available to all of you. Doesn't mean that I don't care or that I'm not aware of what's going on. I have to devote myself to my kids now that I will be a single parent for possibly a few months, and also running a business and helping patients and working blah, 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 trying to get my house on the market. This weekend on top of all of that, I had a garage sale. It's awesome. I love life. I actually really like the purging process with the house, so any opportunity to get rid of shit, I'll do it. All right, well, have yourself a great day, and I will talk to you soon.